pretty good conditions today, so I've taken the boat out. A little hard to film and drive and pay attention on my own, so I'll just do a little clip here and there. The wind is about 10 kilometers from the west, which is a little problematic, so I thought I'd try it. Thought I'd just come out and see what it's like docking it with that wind. There's a chance of a shower today, but it's looking pretty nice right now. I'm only going to be out for about an hour. I'll check in later. So I just got back, and it was a great trip. Everything went well till I tried docking, and I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of show you what happened. So as you can see, there's a fairly stiff wind, and I believe that's coming out of the predominantly west. And so despite the fact that it's slack tide right now, there's quite a current. And because of the relatively cool weather, it's 12 degrees, I kept the sides on the top up. So the overall effect was that the boat was kind of like a sail. So I came in my normal direction here, turned into the slip, backed up, and went to go forward, and I started drifting in to the other slip. So I tried backing up into that area there, and I had no control over the boat. Now, had Megan been in the boat or someone else been in the boat, it would have worked out perfectly. I had steered into the slip. We could have hooked onto the cleat with the docking pole and we would have been fine. But I couldn't steer and hook the cleat with the docking pole myself. So I ended up in that slip there. And then I needed help from a couple of people to just carry it over here. So it was a great learning experience because I don't think the conditions are that bad. It's the wind, and I have had people tell me that with larger boats like those there, they have a harder time in the wind because they catch the wind more. And some people have told us that our boat would be more under the influence of the current, but that certainly wasn't the case today. So great learning experience, and I'm glad I gave it a try. It is a beautiful day, and just another sort of notch under the belt of learning. I never panicked. I got a bit worried when I was heading towards a dock because the wind was pushing me fairly swiftly, but you realize you're just not going that fast to really damage anything. Anyway, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. You can see that current here quite easily. It is not insignificant when you are trying not to hit something and you don't have brakes. A little bit about this engine. The manufacturer says that if it freezes and the engine is up like this, it could damage the engine and the warranty's no good. And if you leave the engine down in the summer, it gets really a lot of growth on it. And so what we've decided to do is, instead of leaving it up all the time like some people do, or down all the time like other people do, we are going to keep it down in the winter for 4 or 5, 6 months, and then when it's warmer like now, we're going to keep it up and just try and keep the area below the waterline somewhat clean. But I'm not going to obsess over that. It's a boat motor. It's meant to be in the water, and boats like that with stern drives or inboard motors, their leg is in the water all the time. So anyway, that's what we do with our motor.